It was more or less expected that it was about time for Sony to show off some significant footage from PS5's upcoming God of War sequel, now officially called God of War Ragnarok, during its showcase yesterday. While we still don't know a date for it, last we heard was 2022, but who knows, it does look pretty far along, and the trailer was more of God of War 1 and B, that's really all anyone wants because God of War 1 was so good. But what caught the eye of fans was something that debuted after the show, official art of Thor, who is only glimpsed and briefly heard in the trailer. But when you zoom out and see him in full, he's just glorious. It's a version of Thor that skews closer to the original Norse mythology, rather than the commercialized version we've seen of him across half a dozen Marvel movies now, played by Australian hunk Chris Hemsworth, who seems to get more jacked and attractive with every film. Except for that one time. But this version of Thor reminds me more of a taller version of Gimli from Lord of the Rings, League of Legends keg throwing, and keg-shaped, Gragas, or just a rounder version of the actor who plays him, Sons of Anarchy's Ryan Hurst. The internet has become obsessed with large Thor ever since his full frame was revealed, and the praise won't stop rolling in. It's not just that Thor looks different, it's that he's an actual antagonist, alongside Freya, who turned against us at the end of the last game. Odin is around too, though he's not listed alongside the other two as villains. And as we know, Loki is Kratos' son in this universe, and we've really thrown a wrench into the mythology here in that sense. In a game about a guy who frequently kills a lot of gods, it should be no real surprise that Thor is showing up as a bad guy. It also should be noted that it appeared like Sony Santa Monica was saying that the God of War Norse saga would end with God of War Ragnarok, and there would not be a third game set there. There are obviously many realms and many other religious realms Kratos could travel to, though I would not expect to ever get the Kratos versus Jesus showdown we need to see. But I do appreciate them wrapping things up rather than having Kratos slaughter every single figure in Norse mythology like he did to the Greeks, which became a little absurd after a point. In any case, whenever Ragnarok gets here, it will be a massive hit, and I can't wait to take on large Thor in person. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to my free weekly content roundup newsletter, God Rolls. Pick up my sci-fi novels The Hera Killer series, and the Earthborn trilogy, which is also on audiobook.